welcome to the Objective Stream. My name is Nikhil. This is Anuj. And before we jump into the stream, a quick few disclaimers. We aren't drinking, but we are drinking juices today, so nothing to worry about there. I'm drinking mango juice, he's drinking apple juice. Main disclaimer, we have potty mouths. If you have sensitive hearing or if you have kids around you, either plug in earphones or headphones or turn off the stream entirely. We'd prefer you do the first option. In any case, let's get started with the show. What's up, my man?
My man, sleep. No sleep. Send sleep.
Yeah, we both are very, very tired this week. It's been a very hectic week for me. Not sure about you, but I am guessing that's the case. I had a very, very interesting day today in the morning. It took me 2.5 hours to track down one of the silliest bugs in Elytra. The silliest. So if you go, if you're in the app and if you go to mark all articles as read, even the ones which you haven't loaded yet, right? Doing that used to constantly fail. Like it had 100% success rate of failing.
That's you just call it 100% failure. Like.
Exactly, right? So and it started about 6-7 days ago, and I've spent the last 6-7 days hunting that bug down, and it was all because of one stupid MySQL replication configuration.
Meh.
So and then after that it took me today it took me 2.5 hours to figure out what the bug is and then finally patch it.
Okay, before.
All right. You do that. You do that.
We are on a time.
Can you send me the thing here so I can bring it up? Wait, what happened to the camera?
Hello?
No, the stream is live. What happened to the camera?
So if you just go to my Twitter, there is
I'm posting.
There is a poll there which is 5 minutes from closing. Please go there and vote for screen.
Hey, Yash, I'm just figuring out the camera issue.
Any tips for class 12 physics board?
Go for it. You're the man.
Dude. Like I scored I think 87 out of 100 in physics, which was pretty good-ish given how hard I work.
Alright, we should be back. Alright, we're back. Yeah.
Blank screen.
Yeah, it's all fixed now, buddy. The stream should be returning back to normal in a moment. Yeah, the stream is good again.
No, anyways, did you post my link?
Yes, I did.
Please, guys, go there and vote for screen. Ijjat ka sawal hai. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be so cheap into like begging for votes. But we have like 5 minutes to prove Sagar Bijwe that I am right.
Number one, I don't know who that is, but Sagar, I feel bad for you because this is happening to you.
Yes.
And number two, I voted for the say what option.
Yeah.
Because I'm that kind of a person.
Dick move, man.
Yeah, I'm that kind of a person.
Totally not good.
Alright, so let's jump into our very... No, wait, what's happening with my old tab?
You are skipping topics here.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Skipping topics.
I don't want to do that. Everyone, calm down. It's all good. It's all under control. Alright, so the very first topic we have on the show today is on Anand Tech by Anton, and he's talking about Western Digital's RISC-V Swerve Core design released for free. Now, I know that Western Digital has been working on this bit. I just want to give them a quick overview of what this is so you can go into the technical parts of things. So this is basically a chip based on the RISC-V design that Western Digital has been spearheading for a while now, and the whole premise here is that they decided to make the whole thing open source. Wait, why can't I ever deny it from here? What nonsense! Always have to do it from here. All right, sorry about that. So, all right, back on the stream, and Western Digital has been working on this, and they are releasing it for free. The only two things here is that anyone who wants to use this design, this layout, they cannot use, they have to give proper attribution to Western Digital, and they cannot use Western Digital's trademarks and logos to advertise their course. So it kind of makes sense. It's all fair. this is really, really cool, and I'm probably expecting this. You can go and check out the article. I'm posting the link. Sorry, I forgot to do that. So these chips are probably going to come in to their upcoming SSD controllers and flash controllers and stuff like that. But when this is expected is not known at the moment.
Yeah, so the thing is, the point of making this open source is to bring in more innovation from the research communities, students, peers, anyone. It's
okay.
I'm not sure how proprietariness is going to creep in to this, because everyone is going to want to have something
unique to their own ecosystem, right?
Yeah. So yeah, but Western Digital is pretty bullish when it comes to RISC-V.
Yeah, especially Western Digital is a very bullish company overall.
Yeah.
So considering how they've been doing in the industry over the past 5-6 years, I know, like anyone I know who has built their PC or has gotten a PC built for whatever purpose, they know that they have a Western Digital drive in there for storing all their data. Very few people know that Seagate even exists. Okay, and most people don't even realize that their laptops, which have hard disk drives in them, will have something from like Toshiba, or I guess even LG makes a few drives, and then some very, very off-brand items and stuff like that. Samsung and Western Digital are at the helm here. Like, where isn't Samsung at the helm? Samsung is everywhere. Phones, like whatever consumer electronic you have, Samsung is there. Even like prosumer and pro electronic market, Samsung is there. Samsung is huge when you think about it. What's happening?
I won.
You won?
I won.
You won?
Yes, I won.
Alright, my man. Never going on a poll with him ever again.
Yeah, because you lose.
Yeah.
You owe me a beer.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
Thanks for reminding.
Yes. No problem. You're welcome.
Yes. So, I'm sure there's going to be so much RISC-V news in our foreseeable future together.
Yeah, especially on this stream. We have Yash in the comment section asking. Okay, so Yash has Seagate, so he knows what's up. Like Seagate, their Iron Wolf drives for NAS systems are really, really cool compared to Western Digital Reds.
Okay.
Considering how so like between the two, the Reds have a higher failure rate compared to the Iron Wolves.
Okay.
So, and unfortunately, when I was making my RAID system, I wasn't able to get the Seagate ones because they were like completely out of stock. So I had to get the Reds, but I still have 4 more slots available. And on my RAID system right now, I only have some 96 GB left. So an upgrade is definitely up this year. So he has a Seagate Barracuda.
So what RAID do you do? RAID 2?
Sorry?
RAID 5? RAID?
What?
RAID?
RAID?
Yeah.
I'm doing RAID 10 right now. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
I need the speed, which RAID 5 or 6 wouldn't have given me. That's the thing.
Overkill?
Huh?
Overkill?
No, I need the speed because I'm editing 4K files here. 4K ProRes. So I need the bandwidth. Okay, so he asks what should he do after class 12 if he wants to design motion designing in the future.
I have
No. This is tell them you're an undergrad student.
So there's a pretty decent blog about taking a gap year. I think Naveen Kabra wrote it.
So I took a gap year. It worked out well for me. I would not recommend everyone to consider it at all. But if you are confident enough...
Yeah, because the way people decide what they want to do after 12th is absolutely not scientific. So taking a gap year...
Yeah, sometimes helps. But anyways, he sounds pretty sure. Right? He wants to do not just design, but he's very sure about motion design. Right? So in that case, talk to people in the field. Send them out, send them emails, ask them how the industry is. Definitely get a reply from someone or the other.
Can you post
No
that
good.
link?
Yeah. No good college for motion design in Delhi. Yes, I am very much aware of that. What I would recommend is, just get into whatever college you can, because no matter where you go in India, this is gonna be the situation for your field. What I can recommend is just get into any college, because getting that degree is what's going to matter more than what they are going to be teaching in college. And what you can do is, if you're good at it, that is, go out and learn on your own. So there are a lot of these great online courses nowadays. There are so many websites. So he's earned a few $1,000s by designing, by freelancing, and that is pretty solid, considering you're in 12th right now. Because when I was in 12th, $3,000 was such a huge dream for me, because even I started working around then. So you are definitely on the right track. You know what you want to do. Just talk to people in the industry, find out how it is, ask them questions that you may have, and just get into some college, get that degree, but on the side, learn on your own. Keep practicing, keep going at it. You'll do good.
I highly recommend gap year.
There you have it. So you have two opinions. You can check and consider which one will work best for you. All right, moving on to the next topic. Shazam for iOS shreds its third-party SDKs.
So yeah, third-party SDKs are, I wouldn't say they're all bad, but I'd say just don't do it, because it's like, it's becoming one of those things where everyone uses Google Analytics in the JavaScript.
I don't.
Yeah, I actually found a pretty decent alternative to Google Analytics.
Okay.
It's a self-hosted one.
Okay.
Anyways,
I used to use Go Squared. Very solid, folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so mostly people are using Facebook SDKs.
Yeah.
Which is bad. So instead,
so the top few ones are Google Analytics, Facebook, Twitter, Flutter, and no, not Flutter. What is that? Firebase. Mixpanel. This and that, and analytics and blah blah blah. My God, stop wasting that time.
Yeah, don't use it.
Like, stop wasting your time.
Like,
stop wasting your users' bandwidth. Like,
and
respect
stop
that.
giving data hungry assholes more data.
Hey! We warned you.
About what?
Potty mouths. My man. Okay, so you know what? Yash wants us to check out his portfolio. Okay, Yash, we have two segments in this show. This is the news and discussion segment. After that, we have a quick segment of what we are watching. Today, just for you, we are going to do a middle segment.
No, we are going to do what we are watching.
And we are going to be watching your portfolio.
Yes.
Yeah, that works out. That works out well. Yeah. So let's do that after all the news topics are done. So that most of these analytics libraries and stuff is prohibited by the developer agreement that the developers sign. Somehow Apple has been very, very lenient about these things. I really wish they stop being lenient about it.
Apple should go on a spiteful spree of killing big apps.
No, they don't need to kill big apps.
Yeah,
come on, because that wouldn't be fair.
It's like cleansing.
That wouldn't be fair to a lot of good big apps. Okay. That.
What are some good big apps?
What are some good big apps? That's a very good question. Snapseed. VSCO. But I think VSCO does use a lot of analytics in their thing. Tweetbot, Twitterific, Things.
Twitterific is
a Twitter client.
It's a client. It's not a big app.
It is a big app from a big app company.
How do they make money?
By selling the app. It's not a free app.
So that's good.
Yeah, that is good. But again, I'm saying that these are big apps. You asked me which are the good big apps.
Tell me big apps which have the freemium model.
Freemium model. Okay.
Which mines a lot of data.
Okay, mines a lot of data. I have no idea because every time someone asks me access to my content, that one app recently from India. What the hell is it called? Cred.
Never heard.
Oh my god, there was so much about it on Twitter last week. Not last week, a couple of weeks ago. And it was for, getting all your credit card information in one place in one app. And it had these beautiful animations. Everyone was, taking screen recordings of removing, obfuscating all their sensitive data, card and purchase sensitive data. And they were sharing these screenshots and videos on Twitter. And everyone was having a blast with the design until they realized that, oh shit, we've given them access to our emails. Why would you do that? No.
My point was there are no good big apps, so I think you can.
I think you have a good point there. So
like good big apps with a freemium model. I should be more specific.
Yeah. I mean, I was just having a conversation with someone the other day, and they raised a point where most people in India don't care about what kind of information they give out, right? And my counter argument to them was most people do not realize that they have such rights.
No, I think, yeah, probably. But
anyway.
It's like, have you seen Sarkar? Amitabh Bachchan?
Yeah.
Like, नज़दीक के फायदे से ज़्यादा दूर का नुकसान देखना ज़रूरी है.
Deep.
So deep.
So deep. Alright, moving on to the next topic. Mesh Wi-Fi systems with Alexa built in.
This is
Redefining
crazy. So
how users interact
so
with
last,
their... Who writes titles like this? What a rubbish title.
So last week or was it the week before that, we talked about how Alexa bought Eero, which is a mesh Wi-Fi company, and now they're partnered with Qualcomm. So Qualcomm is the biggest, one of the biggest, either of the two players in the router market with their Atheros chip. And I mean, Atheros was another company, they acquired that, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it's a pretty huge name, Qualcomm, in the router market. And
Qualcomm is a huge name in a lot of places.
Yeah.
In a lot of places. Not just networking stuff, but a lot of their chips are used in a lot of systems around the world.
But now they have come up with a reference design of sorts, which has a mesh Wi-Fi plus Alexa. So every room will have a Wi-Fi mesh node plus Alexa in one unit.
So will this Alexa be a single unit which is shared across all these routers?
So each
will
unit
each
will have Alexa and they'll all work together.
Yeah, I understand that. But my question is that, can I set up the access point in my room to my Amazon account, the access point in the living room?
No, you can set up family accounts and sharing and all of those kind of things.
Yeah, but so it's still one Alexa unit.
I think you can do multiple family members.
Because that would make a lot of sense. Yeah. I have a Wi-Fi mesh network, plus everywhere the access point is, it is logged into a different Amazon account. So the access point in my room will be connected to my account, and the access point in my brother's room, which is exactly above mine, is logged into his account. But the single Wi-Fi mesh network means we can move around seamlessly.
Either case, you can have multiple mesh networks in the same home, even if that's not possible. So
no, but here I'm talking specifically about multiple Alexa entities existing across this mesh network, not just a single Alexa unit.
Right.
So Alok, he's back on the stream. What's up, my man?
China.
Similar case, right? People there are not bothered about privacy issues as much as Westerners are, right? Okay, yes, and also in this situation, Westerners will include us as well, because we are technically West for them, but even for a lot of Indians that I know are concerned about their privacy and stuff like that. But most Chinese people, I was watching a documentary online, or was it a YouTube video, and this guy was interviewing a couple of Chinese people who are not in China at that moment. They were in some Western countries, and when he presented the question to them, the same question you're asking, they were like, as long as you have nothing to hide. Why do you need it? And that is the most stupid reasoning I have ever heard. And a lot of people give this excuse, like, if you don't have something to hide, why do you need your privacy? And that's just dumb until someone does invade their privacy and then they feel attacked. So yeah, it's a very tricky thing to balance. Is your privacy important to you?
I'm thinking. Designer Yash is
On a roll.
very
Persistent. Do
answering
you
my
know
question
motion design
sounds very
school?
authoritative.
Yeah, man. And he's just in 12th grade right now. This kid's gonna do wonders. Do you know a motion design school from Ukraine? No, I do not. I have very little knowledge about Ukraine, except for their battle or feud or war, whatever you want to call it, with the Russians or the Russian army. See, I know very little about the whole situation. So, but in good news between India and China, human activity in India and China dominates greening of the earth.
So yeah, in the last 20 years, Earth has become greener, according to
At least in India and China, according to NASA.
according to NASA, and that's good news. And the reason for this is probably of the green revolution that happened in India. One of the reasons, because a lot of this is agricultural and not necessarily forest,
That is true.
which is kind of good news, but not necessarily so.
Because any agricultural green cover is temporary. It's never permanent.
it comes, goes, comes, goes, comes,
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, so it does not have it change. Okay, do I have my terms here right? It affects the weather. It does not affect the climate.
Probably.
Is that
Not-
correct?
I'm not
Or
sure.
did I get it the other way around?
I am not sure.
I think I'm right. It affects the weather, but it does not affect the climate on a large scale.
But yeah, Pakistan is actually doing pretty well. They have a region where they planted 1 billion trees, and now they're planning for doing the same program 10 times bigger with like 10 billion trees, something along those lines.
The issue in Pakistan, which is very unique to their geography, is that majority of the country is pretty dry and arid, and wherever you have
like,
the Indus
that's the thing,
River
right?
flowing.
So in Africa, they are planning to do a whole belt of forests across the continent to stop the desert from growing. So it's still doable. It requires probably a lot more effort, but it's still doable.
That
So
is
like
very
all the
interesting.
countries in that belt are like, okay, we are working together to create this belt, because before we start working on the desert, we want to stop the growth of the desert. So
Okay.
they're like,
Okay.
this
I
is
hear you.
this is where we draw the line.
I hear you.
Literally.
Okay. So, all right. And I was expecting a lot of the tropical countries. Okay, not tropical. Countries with temperate climate to have a lot more green cover. Unfortunately, this is the change. This is the delta.
Yeah, probably.
This is the delta. Okay. All right. So this is it's a percent. It's not even okay. Now I get it. So very little has changed in a lot of these Southeast Asian countries, but a majority change can be seen. Yeah, like India. I don't know which way to go, but we are doing better. That's, I guess, all that matters, which is a good thing.
And today on the stream live, we are doing
an iPad update.
Yes. I just want to keep it here
All right.
so that everyone else.
And how many have you already gotten? Domain TLT.
So the first few people, like the first few services using the .dev domain are here already.
Yeah.
We have
Pretty cool. You have accessibility.dev right in there.
Yeah, so accessibility.dev is pretty cool.
You have women.dev. Super.
We have Cloudflare doing workers.dev, which are already registered.
Oh yeah, the worker stuff.
For so I got like a subdomain registered for one of the domains
Okay.
that I own.
Okay.
For actually a couple of the domains that I have.
Like if you can come up with a funky name that ends in .dev. Wow, what? करूँ क्या बोल तू मचाने का क्या बोलता पब्लिक
Pune.workers.dev.
अरे यार okay
On it right now. Send car.
oh boy
Who's gonna do it first, you or me?
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay, I have a domain that I have.
Yeah, you take it. I'm not going to do it. So github.dev, grow.dev, accessibility.dev, slack.dev.
Yeah, this like just.
Oh, come on.
Come on. You're like pimping a company. What, you got money invested in it?
Like, I was coming to like women.dev, like, what, nice, yeah. And then right before that, you have like slack.dev. Come on, guys. JetBrains.dev kind of makes sense. Brush up your skills. Codeacademy.dev. Learn how to build apps on the Salesforce. CRM.dev. And if you're a software developer, this is a cool way to start. But all of these new swanky, cool-looking TLDs, Google kind of does not rank them pretty good in their search results. And then because of that, everyone else kind of follows suit. So did you get it? Did you get it? All right, we're done. We got Pune.workers.dev. Nice.
Representing the hood.
Nice.
You successfully reserved Pune.workers.dev.
The next, okay, so we discussed this day before. We discussed this before starting the stream. We never ever do rumors on this show. I think we've done a rumor once before. So yeah, but we generally avoid it. This one I'm taking up specifically because I do not think this is going to happen at all.
16-inch MacBooks don't make sense.
They do not make sense. Like, come on. I believe it was Asus who had gotten this 14.3-inch laptop, and it was so weird. 14.3 or 14.7. It was so weird. It was so uncomfortable to use and see. It's just a very, very terrible size. 13 inches, 15 inches, 17 inches, all good. 16.6, I believe this one is going to be, and does not make sense at all. But apart from that, a 31-inch 6K display. And a lot of speculation has been going on that this will be a 6K by 3K display, which will finally bring a good Apple 5K display, like a proper, what is it called? What is that aspect ratio called? 16 by, no, it's not 16 by 10. It's 17 by 9, I believe.
Point can.
So it'll be the first display from Apple which will be designed for professionals, and it ties in very well with the upcoming Mac Pro. And Apple has a March event, I believe on the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So that's happening as well.
Okay.
4K monitor under $800. I have a good suggestion for you, the LG 27UD68P. I have a review of that on the channel. Ignore the comment section. Just ignore the comment section, go to the description, click on the link to buy it on Amazon, and be done with it. Do not read the comment section.
If they wrote a book about humanity,
yeah,
I would call it Ignore the Comment Section.
Ignore the comment section. Yeah, totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Like the comment section on that particular video is so bad, but there's this one guy who left such a beautiful comment. Okay, so a little backstory here. So what happened is I ended up not correctly setting the music track on that video. So the music is playing louder than my voice. Okay, so everyone's complaining about the loud music and everything, and this one guy, very recent comment, he's like, dude, can you please stop talking? It's ruining my music video experience. And I'm like, yes, I actually went ahead and there's a hard button we can use to like love a comment instead of just like upvoting it, and I just had to. That comment was so good. I mean, I had fun with that. Like, I know he did not intend it as a hurtful comment or anything. He was joking, and I noticed that joke, and it was so well timed. Kudos to whoever left that comment. So ignore the comment section. Check out the rest. All right, so not so 16 to 16.5 inch MacBook Pro, the new Mac Pro, and a 31.6 inches. Yeah, there you have it, 6K by 3K monitor. A 13 inches MacBook Pro with an additional option of 32 gigabytes of RAM, and
I like the 32 gigabytes of RAM part.
So the iPad, existing panel size of 9.7 inches upgrades to 10.2. New iPad mini comes with an upgraded AP, okay, and reading Keswick and LG, okay. AirPods 2 will support wireless charging and upgraded Bluetooth connectivity. He says AirPower will ship during the first half of 2019, while there were also to be the new iPod Touch with an upgraded processor. The iPod Touch no longer makes sense at all, because unfortunately most kids have an iPhone today. As sad as that may be, they have iPhones.
Sad.
They have iPhones. They are 10 years old and they have iPhones. Alright, so the second last news for today, and this is a really cool one. So the Hayabusa 2, a Japanese spacecraft, touches down on its destined asteroid. I believe in the last 12 months itself, this is the second landing on an asteroid by the Japs, and congratulations to everybody involved in this project. It is a huge feat. So the Americans have done it, the Japanese have done it. I cannot wait for India to do something like this. That would be super cool. Super cool.
I think India has a couple of mass things.
We have a lot of mass projects. I do not necessarily see us gaining a lot from landing on an asteroid, except for maybe bragging rights. Okay, I honestly don't know what the scientific reasoning India could bring up to put a rover or anything of these sorts on an asteroid, because Mars seems like a better option to invest in right now for India.
I think India is probably interested in mining, because we want to justify our cost and not just
do it for bragging rights. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. So a big round of applause and congratulations to everyone involved in the Hayabusa 2 project. And I believe the previous one, which landed on the asteroid, was called the Hayabusa 1. It's like twin spacecrafts. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is the Sony Alpha A6300 worth $1,000? No.
Man.
Not anymore. They have the A6400 now, which was released last week, and that's a much better bet any day now. It has a lot more features and a lot more stuff in there for $200 more, and it's just better to have a what the hell is it called? Future-proofing is the word I was looking for. To have that before, especially if you're buying it now, and this is a camera of 2019, so you'll be good up to at least 2025. And I guess the last bit of news is going to be taken up by you.
Is it?
Yeah, because we are going into we are kind of in the buffer zone between the regular tech news and what are we watching. So The Punisher and Jessica Jones.
Is that the last news?
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah, I'll come to it. So The Punisher.
Breaking news.
What?
Punisher and Jessica Jones are the two last shows from Marvel To be cancelled.
Whatever they have shot will be aired, so that's there. But these two shows are definitely gone. Daredevil was cancelled before this. Iron Fist was cancelled before this, and what's the other one?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage was cancelled. So all
Defenders.
Marvel Netflix properties are out. I do not think they'll be making new ones. Jessica Jones season 1 and Daredevil season 1 were the absolute best.
Such a Punisher hater, man.
Nothing. I'm sorry, the show was just terrible. The show was just terrible. I like the character, I did not like the show. So, in contrast, all the DC properties are doing pretty okay on CW now. So, they have that going for them. They are. Holy shit! Doom Patrol is out.
Oh yeah.
Doom Patrol is out. See, episode 1 is up. I am definitely watching that tonight. I'm definitely watching the Grand Tour tonight. I'm definitely watching Star Trek Discovery tonight. I have 2 episodes of the Umbrella Academy to go. So what are you watching?
I watched like an episode of Umbrella Academy.
Alright.
I finally started season 2 of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Okay. I haven't started season 2.
And that's it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty terrible.
So
And like this is me deleting Netflix and Prime from my iPad, but I still watch it on TV as like a guilty thing. But that's mostly because somebody else is watching it, and then I'm like, can you just turn on this instead? No.
yeah, let's watch something good. So Umbrella Academy, I really liked it because I was expecting it to be sort of a X-Men inspired drama, but it wasn't. It was, thought out very well, just like Titans. And also I watched season 2 of The Dragon Prince. Pretty excellent show.
First time I'm hearing about it.
Girl Meets World, also removed from Netflix. Girl Meets World. Why have I heard about that?
I haven't heard of it.
Girl Meets World. Is it that Disney show of the little kid and her 2 friends, and then the parents who were in some Disney show before, like
That's such a weird
15-20 years ago? Is it
so
one of?
much vague.
Is it that? And what is available in India? Because I kind of kept going, so I don't know. Okay, it is that show. Yes, I think I've watched 1 season of it. Good family fun, good family comedy. So that one is called Boys Meet World. Okay.
So there's a Boys Meet World, there's a Girl Meet World.
Yeah. So like in Boys Meet World, I think her dad falls in love with this girl from his high school or college. They get married. They have 2 kids.
I lost you.
Yeah, and then the
No,
kids.
stop.
This show is on the kid.
Stop.
It's
You don't
family
need to explain.
comedy for
Nope.
children. So when you have children, these are the kind of
Nope.
shows you're going to be watching.
Nope.
Yeah. So he's not going to be procreating. Ladies, that's your clue. Stay away.
Yeah, the population of the world is a few billion. Why do you want to add one more? He or she is going to grow up with a shitty world anyways.
Yeah. I mean that's true. That's true.
Skip the pain.
That is true.
Plus, you'll have so much more money. Yeah.
Do not tell specific communities that argument. They will go wild with it. Alright, and just as promised, we're going to check out Designer Yash's account on Behance. iPad versus graphics design tablet. Honestly, I don't use either. I have never really liked it. I prefer my mouse and keyboard. There we go. No, that's not you. Is that you? No. What is your... Excuse me. Wait. Where did his thing go? Okay, I hope this works. Pirum, 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 pirararam. Tirum, 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 tirararam. Wait, why won't your profile load? Okay, that is your profile. Okay. We got it. We got it. Alright, wait. What the heck? Alright, we good. Okay, so that's his portfolio on Behance. Everyone go say hi to him on his portfolio, because that is he's young and he's gonna do good. Wait, what the heck? Oh, okay. So he's got a bunch of Twitter headers. Okay, so I'm guessing the topmost one is Fortnite inspired. I don't know what this is, but again, could be Fortnite. Okay, so seems like you
Twitter headers.
Yeah, so like for Twitter, right?
Got it.
Yeah. So
Man,
good
this
stuff.
is your job, man.
Good stuff.
YouTube
thumbnails.
If you have written code that needs to be reviewed, please tell me. Design stuff goes to Nikhil.
All right, that's pretty sweet, dude. That is pretty sweet. So we have a couple of illustrations, and you want to go get into motion design, right? Okay. Either something's messed up on my end, or Behance won't show me your illustrations, or there is nothing here. Okay, so just so you know, heads up, dude. Your illustrations page will not load, and check out Logofolio 2018. Okay, I think this is an issue on my end. No. Okay, so some images are loading, some won't. So definitely get that bit checked out, because it is loading at a good 48 megabytes on my end per second. So the bandwidth is good on my end. So this is definitely Behance acting up. I'm going to refresh it once more. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Yeah, but it's just my personal thing. I mean, if you've liked it, or your client has liked this, good stuff. Mercurials. Hey, nice. But is this a logo, or is this like a logo and with some graphics added? I'm not sure. This is nice. Okay, this is legit good.
So I have...
No, dude, no. I'm streaming and I'm downloading stuff here at a good 32, 33 megabytes per second. So this is pretty good. This is good stuff. Man, you have all the creative jobs going, firing on all engines. So yeah, I guess what you don't need is formal education in terms of a degree. What you need is more education, experience with working in motion design, and working with clients and working with peers and stuff like that. So focus on that, not on the degree. Get the degree regardless, but focus on the other important aspects, because you are clearly pretty good at what you do. So go check out his profile if you're on the internets, and give him a shout out.
Okay, so I just sent you a link.
Yeah.
This is something that I was kind of figuring out at work too. But if you are logging in from a Linux laptop, you can't log into iCloud.com, which is so fucked up.
Okay.
So if you want, and it's not iCloud.com, it's appleid.apple.com. So when you want to log in, or set up your account and stuff, you can't do it from a Linux machine. You have to do it from a non-Linux user agent machine. So it could be a Windows, or it could be a Mac, or it could be anything.
Okay.
And this is so weird. if your user agent is Linux, it won't work for you.
Okay, so this is weird. Websites are loading slowly, but everything else is working fine. I figured out the Apple ID, apple.com issue. If it snips a user agent, if it says Linux,
And I can confirm this because I saw this happening in person.
PSE UA, it works with the goddamn OS2 UA, not Linux. What is wrong
This
with
is
you?
so stupid.
And it's specifically that too. If I resend the request, it succeeds. Is it the X at the end of it? It succeeds. If I lowercase the L, it fails. They did that deliberately, blocking Linux users from managing their Apple IDs if they have one. This is horrible. Wow. Okay, that is dumb.
This is super dumb.
This is dumb, and I'm pretty sure they are going to give an excuse like, "Oh no, sorry, it was a misconfiguration."
So one of the comments below, it's like quite
yeah.
Says that this is probably a dumbass attempt at blocking some kind of vulnerability where they're like, "Ye Linux ko block kiya to that vulnerability goes away," so they block that without realizing what the consequence of this is. So this is stupid.
No.
Yeah.
No,
It's
so I'm
gotta
pretty
be
sure.
something like that.
No.
Because they haven't figured out how to fix it. They decided that this works, so they'll do this.
No. So I'm telling you, whatever the reason is, they're going to tell us that it was a misconfiguration issue. Trust me, that is going to be their actual PR stuff. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you have noticed that since the previous stream, the streams are shorter now because we're getting better at this whole thing. So everything moves all around more quickly, more systematically.
Yes, it's shorter now because we are getting better. This thing is not the right thing to say for a guy.
This is not the right thing to say for a
Guy.
what?
I'm not going to explain this.
What? What? Okay.
And that
okay. Yeah.
terrible note where you did not get my joke.
No, I did get your joke. I'm just trying to push it under the rug.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to keep this a family-friendly show. God damn it! How hard is that, dude? God damn it! I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.